In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, and the most compassionate. Welcome to Qissa Hub, where moral and wisdom from Islamic history and reminders inspired by the Sunnah are shared. Imagine a woman so influential that merchants lowered their voices when she passed. The sister of Abu Sufyan, the wife of Abu Lahab, rich, fearless, and forever mentioned in the Qur'an itself. Her name is Umm Jamil bint Ab, the one who collected fuel for the fire of hatred for others. Umm Jamil belonged to a wealthy and influential family in Quraysh. Let's understand her story and the tragic end of her hatred. Stay with us, because her story of pride, plots, and a prophecy fulfilled is one you won't forget. Subscribe to Qissa Hub, like this video, and drop a comment with your thoughts so you never miss stories like this. 14 centuries ago, Makkah thrived on trade and idol worship. When Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, first proclaimed the oneness of Allah, few opposed him as viciously as Umm Jamil. Her hatred for the Prophet was not just verbal. She expressed it openly through her actions as well, and her heart filled with hatred for Islam. Umm Jamil not only turned against the Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, but also actively tried to incite others against him. She became an enemy to the beloved Prophet of Allah, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, tried to extinguish the light of truth, and with every plot, she brought herself closer to her own downfall. Allah, the Lord of the worlds, exposed her humiliation in such a way that her mention was made in the Qur'an, not just by name, but by her evil and dangerous deeds. Umm Jamil was not just vicious and dangerous. Even her husband Abu Lahab, who was an uncle to the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah be pleased with him, they make life difficult for him and his family. The commentators explain that when the Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, climbed a hill in Makkah and called out to the Quraysh, warning them of Allah's punishment, Abu Lahab arrogantly responded, saying, "May you be destroyed, is this why you gathered us here?" This is when Surah Al-Masad was revealed. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab and his wife, the carrier of firewood, around her neck a rope of twisted fiber. One day, furious Umm Jamil stormed toward the Kaaba, stone in hand. "If I find Muhammad, I will crush his skull," she sworn. Yet when she arrived, Allah veiled the Prophet from her sight. She raged without ever seeing the man seated calmly before her. Night after night she crept through dark alleys, scattering thorny palm fibers on the Prophet's path to injure his feet and those of his followers, earning the nickname the Woman of Thorns. Humiliated, she whispered with Quraysh leaders, urging violence. During the harsh 3-year boycott of the Prophet's clan, she championed the plan, rejoicing as children cried from hunger, certain the new faith would die out. But caravans from Yathrib carried news of Islam's unstoppable growth. Even as her husband's wealth faltered, she clung to hatred. Suddenly Abu Lahab fell to a strange illness and died within days. Buried in a shallow grave, even his sons feared to approach. Neighbors murmured, "The verses, they are coming true." The Surah Al-Masad was revealed almost 10 years before Abu Lahab's death, yet it foretold his disgraceful end. After his death, his daughter Dara and his 2 sons, Utbah and Mutab, accepted Islam. Years passed until 10,000 believers entered Makkah in the peaceful conquest. From a shadowed window, Umm Jamil watched the idols of the Kaaba topple, one by one. No sword touched her, yet each crashing idol struck her heart. Her fortune drained away. Illness crept in until, one evening, a servant found her collapsed beside a bundle of thorny firewood, a coarse rope of palm fiber at her side, the very tools of her old cruelty. Some swore the rope felt hot as if it was aflame. Whether legend or fact, her death sealed the prophecy of Surah Al-Masad. Umm Jamil's life is a timeless warning. Status and wealth cannot protect a heart hardened against truth. She tried to extinguish the light of Islam, but instead became proof of it. Brothers and sisters in Islam, as we come to the end of this story, may this reflection on the life of Umm Jamil remind us of the importance of humility, sincerity, and truth. May Allah strengthen our faith and grant us deeper understanding of Islam. If this story gripped you, subscribe to Qissa Hub, tap the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. What lesson do you take from the Woman of Thorns? Your engagement helps bring more true histories to light.